Okay, Wagwan people, welcome back to Afrik 24, your 24-hour YouTube channel where we delve deeper into each and everything that is happening around the world. We bring it to you live here and exclusive. So, Dimba La Afrik, today we are back with another amazing show, and today we are doing the pre-match analysis. It's been a while since we last did the analysis where we go to predict how matches are going to happen. But today we have a good lineup for you guys. As you can see, the Premier League pre-match analysis with me, your host Alex Ogega. We are going to look at how the games are going to unveil tomorrow. So for those ones who plan to place a bet, buckle up your seats. Today I'll be giving you guys the predictions which are going to happen right this weekend. So watu wakae chini na pen na kitabu, they write down these predictions and we see whether it's going to happen. So we kickstart with today. There is a game between Barcelona, which is going to happen at I think 10:15 or 10:30 Kenyan time. So I predict Barcelona to win the game by over 2.5 goals. So predict 3+ goals from Barcelona as they play today, and they're going to seal the title today. So the first prediction which is happening today is Barcelona to win with over 2.5 goals. And of course, we know tomorrow there is a very big game which is going to be played there at Stamford Bridge, which is Chelsea against Manchester United. So that's a very big game to be played there at the bridge. And one thing that we can say is that United are we don't know what to expect from them. We don't know how United is going to show up tomorrow because they have a Europa League final to play, which is on the 21st of May, and I don't know whether Ruben Amorim is going to rest his players to focus more on the final, or is going to play his main team and try to see whether he's going to win the trophy. I see Gypsy Kona there live there in the comment section. Gypsy Kona, karibu sana. Wewe, happy to see you, Gypsy. And make sure you thank you so much for joining us through the comment section. We appreciate you. You have been uh, you have been part of the community for a long time, Gypsy. Karibu sana, na appreciate. And we hope to also grow the platform to many areas. But anyways, for now, Gypsy Karibu, as I was saying, I don't know how United are going to line up against Chelsea. How they will line up will determine how the game will be played. Amorim can choose to shift all his focus towards the final, which is on the 21st of May, and choose to leave the, like, let's say, because he knows the season in the Premier League, United have been cooked, so he can choose to just accept that he to accept that the no matter what happens, he still will finish low in the league. So he can opt to just focus, put all his focus in the final, of which Chelsea still have a lot to play for, considering that Nottingham Forest gave them a chance to be able to survive and clinch top five. Sorry, so because the games are in the hands of Chelsea. So if all goes well for Chelsea, they just need to pick up the two remaining victories, and they will be able to qualify for Champions League football. Otherwise, I expect an amazing game tomorrow. I expect one which will be end to end. I expect both teams to put up a spirited fight. And since Chelsea are at home, I like to give them the benefit of doubt and say Chelsea are going to beat Manchester United at the fact that they are at home. I go for a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. Uh, First of all, Chelsea don't have a striker because Kunku is out, McGew is out, and Nicholas Jackson received a red card. So I don't know how they are going to line up. Maybe we might see Palmer in the nine, or we might see Neto in the nine, or we might even see this guy, the so-called Bukayo Saka, who is called Tyreek George. We can see him playing in the nine tomorrow, but we don't know how Chelsea are going to line. If Chelsea are going to score goals, it's either going to go through Neto, Noni, or even Enzo Fernandez, who has been brilliant this season, getting goals and assists. So those are the players who can score for Chelsea. For United, we know Harry Maguire is good in the air balls. He has been prolific for them this season, and I can see uh, maybe Fernandez can score or Ahmad can score because Ahmad has a very good left foot, and Chelsea doesn't have a goalkeeper. Because if you just shoot from long range, you can score against people like Robert Sanchez. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Chelsea because Chelsea have to concede. But for the fact that United will put all their focus on the Europa League final, and Chelsea have a lot to play for at home, they have to respond after going down to Newcastle 2-0, which was unfortunate for them. Either way, if you're putting a bet, both team to score, I think will go through because Chelsea has to concede, and United also has to concede. But if you are going for, let's say, if you're going for United, that's a risky one. I don't think the best they can do maybe is a draw. And I see that Gypsy Economy are saying Chelsea can narrowly beat United 1-0. Yeah, Gypsy, that's a good prediction. Actually, Chelsea can win it narrowly 1-0. But the problem that I have with Chelsea is that they don't have a goalkeeper. Because somebody like Robert Sanchez, you can just shoot from even midfield and he won't catch the ball. But I reckon Chelsea to win tomorrow, either 2-1 to them. Yeah, that's my prediction. Mhm. But we shall see. So we have a lot of predictions going on. We have Aston Villa against Tottenham, which is also being played tomorrow. And I will go for a Villa win because, first of all, I don't remember the last time Spurs picked up a victory in the league. This season they have had, I don't know whether it's 19 or 20 losses, which is a lot of losses for them this season. So I believe Spurs are low on confidence. As you can see, even if they play the second team or the first team, they're still very low on confidence. And I don't think Spurs have what it takes to even pick a draw against Villa. I think they have accepted that their season has been terrible and they have nothing to fight for in the league. They're just lucky that they cannot be relegated. So I believe also Spurs, like United, they will shift all of their focus towards the Europa League final because that's their only opportunity of winning a trophy. So for me, I'm going with a Villa victory, and I would say 3-1 to Villa. I believe Villa can see it through because they have to fight for European competition, and the fact that Villa will be at home, they have to fight for the badge. They also have to show their fans that they're willing to play Champions League football next season. So for that sole purpose, I'll go with a Villa victory. So I'm going for 3-1. I see Deep Corner, you're going for 2-1 to Aston Villa. So I see Gypsy, we are agreeing on the predictions tonight. So the third prediction, which will be played on Sunday, we have Everton against Southampton. We saw how Southampton played against Man City. They were able to force a draw versus Man City, which is a good result for them, even though it doesn't count. But we saw how they did. They are going away to Everton, and Everton is a very tough task. Because they also want to pick the 3 points at home. So for this one, it will be a tricky one, but I will settle with the Everton 1-0 victory. I don't know what Gypsy Corner you're going for, but I'm going with a Everton 1-0 victory, which is going to be played on Sunday, 18th May, the at 2 p.m. Kenyan time. Next, we have West Ham against Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest are away to West Ham, which is going to be a tricky game for them because, as we know, West Ham want to pick the 3 points. They have bypassed United and Spurs, and I believe they would want to try and pick up more points, and they would want to grow they would want to add more points to their tally. So, and something is wrong with Forest. I think maybe they're having a rough patch, or maybe they have injuries, or they have issues with their technical staff, because we saw the owner coming out to speak to Nuno Espirito Santo, and he complained so much about Awonyi coming in and getting an injury. So maybe there's something with the medical team. So this one is going to be a difficult one. Forest away playing West Ham, and we know how West Ham play against Graham Potter. So for this one, I will go with the West Ham draw. I'll go with a 1-1 draw. I believe West Ham will be able to frustrate Forest, but either way, we shall see. So still on Sunday, we have Brentford against Fulham. This was also going to be a very difficult one. Brentford, both teams are very scary. Both teams are going to fight for the 3 points. So for this one, I will go with a goal. Brentford are at home. I will go with a goal because I believe Brentford will fight for the for the points. And the big match day on Sunday, Arsenal versus Newcastle. So Arsenal versus Newcastle. I see James Sekona, you're going with 2-2 to Forest. West Ham 2, Forest 2. Yeah, we're also going for the draw. But for me, I'll go with 1-1. But also 2-2 is a good score. We also went for Saints 0, Everton 3. I think Gypsy will tell us who are going to score those 3 goals. But anyway, we shall see. It's going to be a very good game. So, and then on Sunday at 6:30 Kenyan time, we have Arsenal versus Newcastle in a match which may decide somebody's fate within the top 4 games. So for this one, it's going to be a difficult one. Despite Arsenal being at home, we have seen what Nottingham Forest has not sorry. We have seen what Newcastle has done to Arsenal. The number of times they have played this season, they have knocked them out of a trophy. They have beaten them in the first leg. They also beat them last season. So Newcastle will be coming in with a lot of confidence in this game. In fact, after beating Chelsea, it gives them the confidence that they can finish in the top 4. And Isak didn't play well in the previous game against Chelsea, but I believe this time he will be out there to make amends for that, and he will want to continue adding goals to his tally, or maybe even score against his future club Arsenal, because Arsenal are in the market going for a striker. So for this one, I see Gypsy Sekona is going for a 3-2 win for Arsenal against the Magpies, which is a good prediction. Also, me on this one, I will go for Arsenal winning against Newcastle. I will give Arsenal a hmm, 2-1. I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. I believe they will be able to score 2 goals because At home, the Arsenal cannot afford to pick up any more losses since if they lose to Newcastle, then also their top four place will be a bit compromised, which will make a very nervy ending towards the season. So I believe Arsenal will be out there to try and cement their place in the top four and qualify for the Champions League next season. So for that sole purpose, I'm going with the 2-1 win for Arsenal. One, because of the home advantage, and second of all, because their place in the top four is not yet sealed. Though I know the Magpies will be out there to come and fight and try to beat Arsenal three times in a row this season. But I believe Arsenal will be out there for revenge. So I'm going with an Arsenal 2-1 victory at home on Sunday, 6:30 Kenyan time. Then on Monday, we have Brighton against Liverpool, and Liverpool are away to Brighton. Of course, they have already won the league, so they have nothing to play for. And maybe Salah has a record to chase and goals to add. So for this one, I'll give Liverpool a slim victory. And I know Jip Sekona is a Liverpool fan. Jip Sekona, I'm waiting to see which prediction you have for this, which will be Liverpool against your team. Liverpool will be up against Brighton on Monday, 10 p.m. Kenyan time. So for this one, I'll go with a Liverpool victory, a slim one. I think Salah will be out there to add more goals to his tally. Uh, but it will be a good game. Brighton against Liverpool. Liverpool a slim victory against Brighton. Believe they will be out there to bounce back to winning ways. Despite winning the title, they still have to continue adding more wins to themselves. And Tuesday, 20th May, we have 10 p.m. Kenyan time. Crystal Palace against Wolves. For this one, I'm going with the Palace victory. I believe Palace are in good form. We have seen what Eberechi Eze is doing at Crystal Palace. We have Jean-Philippe Mateta, who is scoring goals for fun. So, and Wolves are not in their best form. They conceded even some silly goals against Brighton. So for this one, I will go with the Crystal Palace on draw. Just to be on the safer side, I'll pick Palace or a draw, because I believe Palace can shake Wolves, despite that there are. And to make matters better for Palace, is they are at home, so I will give them the benefit of doubt, and I'd say Palace will win the game 2-1. And I see you also supporting me, Gypsy, because you're going with Crystal Palace 1-0. I also want you, Gypsy Sekora, to give me a prediction for Brighton against Liverpool. I know you're a Liverpool fan. You said we should look for a Liverpool fan on the show to make it more interesting. Then on Tuesday, 20th May, we have Manchester City against Bournemouth. And Manchester City are at home. This is going to be a tough task for City, because Bournemouth will be out there to hunt them. Bournemouth will be out there to fight for the 3 points, and Bournemouth will be out there to try and clinch this. The Bournemouth will be out there to get the 3 points, because they need it badly to try and see whether they can get any sort of European football. And City will be out there to try and get 3 points, just to finish within the top four, because City also want to qualify for Champions League next season. So that's going to be a very difficult game for both the teams. But I see you're going for City 1, Cherries 2. That is Gypsy Corner. You give us the reason why you're going with City losing at home to the Cherries. For me, I'll go with a draw. I believe the Cherries will frustrate City towards another draw, and yeah, I believe the Cherries can frustrate City towards a draw, and this is how the top four list lines up. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2, Newcastle 3, City 4, Chelsea 5, Aston Villa 6, Nottingham 7, Brentford 8, Brighton 9, Bournemouth 10. So, as I see here, Bournemouth, they don't have a chance currently of qualifying for European spot, and City need this win more than the Cherries. So I will change my prediction and go with the City win because City need it more. Bournemouth, I don't think they will be able to get European football for the fact that they are 10th in the league. So I will go with the City win, City to win 2-1 against the Cherries. This one I'm disagreeing with you, Gypsy Corner. And the race for top four in the Premier League is getting heated and heated. Mm, but I believe Chelsea will be able to get. So I'll go with the Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, City, and Chelsea. I believe as it is, those teams will be able to finish like that, and they will be able to see it through. As I said last week, Chelsea might have lost to Newcastle, but they will win against United and bounce back in the top five race. And Arsenal will do Chelsea the job so that Chelsea can be able to climb up the table. So that's how I see it being. That's my EPL predictions for this weekend. So we delve deeper into the world of transfers. There's a lot of transfers happening. We have seen Arsenal acquiring the services of Martin Zubimendi, and he's going to be a very good fit for them in the midfield role. He will help them. They need to add more depth. And Arsenal, the issues they have been facing is for many seasons the fans have been complaining they don't have a striker, and what we are hearing from the online sources is Arsenal is going in for a striker. So the question is who? There are many big names in the market. One is Alexander Isak. Second one is Benjamin Sesko. The third one is Victor Yokeres, and there's also Seru Girassi, who has I think 70 million release clause. So they are big names in the market for Arsenal. They can also still go for somebody like Chris Wood who can do a job. There are also guys like Liam Delap who can also do a job for Arsenal in the number 9 position. So I think they if they can put maybe 100 million and get somebody like Victor Yokeres, it's going to be a good fit for them because it's a prolific striker who got 43 goals last season. This season, 43 GAs, I think, or goals. This season, he also has 50, 52. Don't know whether it's goals or goals plus assists, but he's a proven striker and he has done it twice in the league. He also scored against Manchester City. So Victor Okeres is proving that he's somebody who can perform consistency. So the only issue that we have is we had to see him do it maybe in somewhere like the Premier League or La Liga, because people might say the Portuguese league is a farmers league, but we shall see. So if I'm the Arsenal sporting director next season, I'm looking towards getting in a prolific striker. I would bank 100 million for Victor Okeres, or if you can get even the services of Isak because it's going to be expensive, you have to pay that money because Arsenal need a striker. They also still need a winger because Martinelli and Trossard are not yet up to to the standards that are expected. So they can go and get somebody like a Nico Williams who will be worth maybe 50 to 60 million, who can be a good fit. We know he's fast. He has trickery and he can score goals. So and I believe with those two signings, Arsenal will be able prove themselves and see how far they have reached with their project. Otherwise, for Chelsea, they have issues in the same wing, because in the same wing where the in the left wing where Jadon Sancho is playing right now, we are seeing Non is playing there. Sometimes Neto is playing there, so those two are playing out of position. And Sancho is hot, he's cold, he's hot, he's cold. So I don't think Sancho is fit for the Premier League for a longer time, because I have issues with him. Even the coach was saying Sancho needs to shoot more, because they're seeing Sancho is shooting less and less. Will he play at Chelsea next season? I don't think so. But Chelsea need to get a winger, because Mikhailo Mudrik, we don't know what is going to happen to him. He has been out for the full season. So if he comes back and comes back strong and lives towards the expectations, it will be a good thing for Chelsea. But for right now, we have to go and get a good winger for that side of the pitch. So for Chelsea, they also need centre backs. The midfield is okay, and we're also seeing people like Santos. Like, yeah, Santos is coming back next season. Santos will be a good fit to add to Romeo Lavia, whom I hope stays fit. Uh, Caicedo, and also Enzo Fernandez. So Chelsea can't complain the midfield. They just need to boost their centre back position. Can't complain about the flanks, because Marco Correa, Rhys James, Malo Gusto can do a job. So the problem is with the centre backs and the coach's tactics. The coach has also to improve the tactics if he wants a better Chelsea, because his tactics have been found out this season. So he has to diversify, he has to try new things, and he also has to be creative in order to navigate this Premier League. Because once you're found and you're not able to to be dynamic and be different, your playing style will be short lived, and it won't last for long, and you won't get the results that you want or you expect. So for Chelsea, I think they need a strike also, because Nicholas Jackson hasn't delivered as expected, and those are the two teams that need a lot of signings. For United, I think for them it's a very big issue. They just need to sign a whole lot of players, because if we start saying this position with United, we won't finish. I think they just need another new rebuild. Amorim needs to be given money, maybe 500 or 600 million, to go into the market, get his players. Coaches,
Tena hata yaani wamekuacha huku peke yako tu hawa watu.
eh?
Umeanza sahi? Ama you've been on? Oh, for 28 minutes. Whoa.
Leo niko huku solo. Stima yake long imenini. Unajua Kenya Power imemfanyia ile kitu.
We na Kelong na hizo excuses.
But you see coaches, it's true by the way. Sometimes huku
stima.
Kenya Kenya Power ikikufanyia ile kitu coaches, inabidi unini inaitwaje? Inabidi tu ukubali. Sasa Kelong hajakuwa na stima the whole week.
Na mbona kuongea haki?
So I spoke to him kwa DM. So hiyo ndio maisha ya huku Kenya coaches, because sometimes Kenya Power ikiamua kukufanyia ile kitu, si kama US ati inapotea inarudi after 1 minute. Huku inakaa mpaka mpige simu.
So ni kuenda imeenda ama imekatwa?
Ni kuenda imeenda, si ati imekatwa, imeenda. So ikienda inamaanisha hiyo the whole residence haina stima.
Si vitu vimeharibika kwa feed.
Na wait coaches, it's unaongea as if kuna echo, there's a lot of echo when you're speaking.
And now?
Nakusikia sasa.
Oh.
So actually umekuja the right time and ulikuwa sema coaches. Which position do you think you guys need to boost next season? Mongeza Zubimendi, which position do you guys think you need to boost next season?
Honestly, the entire forward.
Why the entire forward?
The entire forward. Saka hana backup to begin with.
Na Nwaneri.
I mean, he's more of a 10. Ukiniuliza. He's more effective in number 10 position. Like so, but on the wing, yeah, we need some backup for Saka for sure. Yeah, yes, Nwaneri can rotate.
Mnunue Sterling.
Nazi, you guys can take your finished product. And then and then side ya Martinelli, this season akisijaelewa Martinelli because 1 minute he's so good, the next sijui yako aje. So I don't want Arteta aanze kugamble tena na form ya msee. Mtu kama yuko form akalishwe, weka mtu mwingine. So
actually unajua Cotes issue ya Martinelli hata ijaanza saizi because I think in 2021 2020 tulikuwa tu tunasikianga Martinelli who was a rising star. Hata 2019 18 tulikuwa tunasikianga kuna kijana anaitwa Martinelli, kijana mdogo and he can play well, but the issue imekuanga tu ni injuries. So there is only one season yenye alimaliza without injury, and that season he finished Arsenal's top scorer with 15 league goals. From there on, injury, Jama deep in form. Injury, deep in form.
Yeah, so we're not gonna guess this next season. So I need that side yake. Attack, even if they have to get 2 other players.
So now, which players do you think? Because Milcon may suggest Nico Williams.
I'm okay with Nico Williams. I'm okay with him. I hope like tupate huyo pia. But because alikata kwenda Barcelona, so I don't know if he wants to try and come to England.
It will be a good fit.
It will be a good
because
fit. I like Trossard, but Trossard is a super sub. Trossard is a starter, it's different.
Na pia Trossard edge kidogo. Yeah. So I think you guys got you need wingers who can score, who can assist, who can play make.
Yes.
Unaona mtu kama Salah, unajua Liverpool yani kwa forward yao ukitoa Salah ni kama hakuna mtu, because Salah scores like every game. Yani Salah anabebanga tu Liverpool. So I think Arsenal, you guys lack that thing.
Yeah, so the last time we had that was in our bar. And then hatukuwa na nini na defense power, so there's always something.
By that time mulikuwa na kina, who is this guy, kina Mustafi, David Luiz. Na David Luiz.
I'm telling you, lockdown Arsenal was trash. Yo.
So did Cotes, those years complain juu ya defense iko sawa. Though kuna rumors zinatoka online zinasema you guys want to replace Raya. There's a small goalkeeper. No, not replace.
They just want they're not replacing. They want a backup keeper.
A backup keeper.
Yeah. What a replace aje ni nini amepewa number 1 shirt.
Nani Raya?
And Nwaneri amepatiwa number 22.
Unajua kwanza nini Cotes, this guy what's his name?
I hope Max Dorman come through. Do you know Max Dorman? Have you heard of him?
No.
He is you need to go see that kid. He's one of our prospects kwa academy. Hata Arteta alimpeleka training na first team during the
huyo mwenye ako 15 years.
Yeah, yes, but when the league started this season when ilianza, he wasn't 15 yet.
So
unajua rule si rule inakuanga like you have to be 15 by the time the league starts, at least ndio uweze kucheza. So I'm hoping next season he can be. He plays Martin Odegaard's position, but he's so good.
In the 10. Yeah. So what I heard is there's a 15-year-old player. Those sikuwa nimesikia jina. I only heard of a 15-year-old player who is a good prospect
at Arsenal. So it's him, Max Dorman. Yeah. He's so good.
So and midfield Cotes Mongeza Zubimendi, how do you think he's going to gel within the squad? Na anaenda kukalisha nani, because 60 million hawezi kuja kukaa kwa bench. That's a lot of money.
If Manu can sit down a whole 100 million, na 80
but
million.
Unajua ya Manu inaeleweka Cotes. Ya Manu inaeleweka. It's a bit understandable.
Si Mudijuni pia mlikuwa mnamkalisha na mlimnunua pesa mingi.
So ndio nasema those are hiyo ni kitu tunasema huku Kenya makosa ilifanyika.
No, I don't
So
think he atakalisha mtu. I think Arteta just wants squad depth because kunajua next season
squad
was
depth 60 million quotas 60
yeah,
mzima squad depth.
like, yeah, it's for squad depth because kuna like unajua season ikianza tena we are back to zero. We are back to competing for everything again. And you've seen how like fatigue sasa hivi venye imefanyikia Saliba. That's another thing. I need someone who can play in Saliba's position. Mwenye atakuwa anapatia Saliba some resting time. As you can see toward the end of the season, tumeona venye ameanza make stupid mistakes. Zenye
And so
zinatukost.
you know quotas, you're not giving us names. Lazima ukitoa sababu wa Saliba unatoa name. Juu kama sasa mi nikisema Arsenal mnahitaji striker there are some names nimeforward though kuna guys hapa niko sure kwanza Kelong akikuwa hapa ata disagree with me. So me for striking position mi nilikuwa nimefikiria either you guys get Isak, either you guys get Liam Delap ama mchukue Chris Wood ama mchukue there's this guy for Sporting Victor Gyökeres ama Benjamin Sesko.
My number one target mimi ni Isak. I hope we get Isak, but it kind of looks impossible because labda Newcastle.
Exactly. And if they get Champions League football quotas, if they get Champions League football, hawezi achilia Isak.
Yeah,
tusidanganyane. So the thing in the compromise maybe Isak leaving ni because maybe they miss Champions League football. But if Newcastle get Champions League football, hawezi acha Isak aende. So ndo nilikuwa sema Isak is going to be a bit difficult. Now, what do you think of Benjamin Sesko? Unapenda Sesko?
Nope.
Why not?
I need to study him first.
The kijana wa Leipzig.
He's young. So
he has 20 something goals. You can 20 something. I don't know the correct figure. But he has been banging goals. At least kwa season one can average more than 20.
And
so that's also
yeah, I need to study him, but he seems like it's a good prospect. Na pia kumekuwa na hizo rumors ya wase akisema he's coming to replace Havertz. I don't know if it's to replace Havertz ama kukua like kushare position na Havertz. But
and then there is this player for Sporting Lisbon who striker mwenye amekuwa akimake headlines huyu Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, I don't know whether he has 52 goals ama it's 52 goals plus assists, but that guy is on fire quotas. So like Sporting wataitisha 100 million.
Yo, that's a lot of money. We have to buy more players. So we spend your pesa on one player and then Seto and William Delap uko championship na 20 Gs.
Actually Delap akona release clause ya 30 million. So if Ipswich is relegated, so release clause is 30. But issue yenye watu wanasema na Delap wanasema ati he is not yet proven. Arsenal wanasema like they have experimented a lot, so they don't want to keep on experimenting. They just want somebody who is proven. Hata kile ati unakuja kugrow, you come kama usha grow, for you it will be just to
I mean, we have the academy for that purpose. Na mimi nilikuwa nashinda nikishangaa like why do they keep buying young players when wanakuja kudevelop? But anyway, this team has finally matured. So kwanza hapa they don't need to buy more young people unless they are producing. Unless if they are Lamine Yamal. You know?
So, but Cotes, do you have an issue mkileta Delap? I think he can score some goals. He can score Delap maybe 15 too.
He's developing. You can see when Alibaba Ipswich the first half of the season before they collapsed, what they dipped in form.
Yeah, so I think people have just been too harsh on Delap, Sindio, because watu wanasema he is not yet proven it on a high level.
Because he's in the wrong team. Achane wamweke kwanza in the right team, then they can say that.
And then Cote is also another unpopular name. If, let's say, Forest miss out on a Champions League, do you think Chris Wood can do a job?
That one is a 50-50. Why? Because based on his age, he might underperform. But also based on his experience, he could bring something. So
yeah.
So it's a hit or miss with that.
Because I feel like with the Arsenal, reason being if you put Salah in Arsenal, you guys can because in the proper position to challenge for the title because you have somebody who can bang in goals. kila game. So you won't have to rely maybe on Rice atoke from midfield ama
Yeah.
Saka ama nani, because Liverpool with Salah Cotes, I think at the start of the season, if every game you are banking in on Salah scoring, Salah would score every game. Salah alikuwa anafunga. I think he only had 2 bad performances against, I think Paris. I think against Paris, but otherwise Salah amekuwa in top form.
True. But I don't know how. I don't think another Arsenal though. So I don't even know if he
Yeah.
wants to keep rotating in PL. He probably wants
Yeah.
another. If he's
I think
leaving,
maybe if he leaves,
ataenda another league.
but Salah ameongeza contract, even Van Dijk ameongeza contract. So those guys leaving kidogo, I don't think so.
Yeah, they can't. If they leave, I don't think if they leave, they'll go to another PL team.
Kwanza Cotes, I have a question for you guys. You guys mnacheza Sunday Newcastle against Newcastle. What is your prediction?
It's a win. You know why?
It's a win.
It's a return leg.
Why?
We already lost to them before.
Kwanza twice.
FA na ligi.
Na ligi.
Walitu knock out and then wakaenda kutoa Kerere. I don't think ndio walitoa. I thought ni Manu walitoa.
No, actually I think ni Carabao. FA Manu, Carabao Newcastle.
Yes. Walitoa some. Yeah, and then and they went and won it, right?
No. Yeah, they won it. Yeah. Walichapa Liverpool.
So nilikuwa naambia fan club, I'm like, unlike Manu au umetoa na akashinda. Manu tu walitusumbua for no reason. Like
kwanza unajua litwaje, Melo alisema hapo mnaenda kuchapwa Emirates. Melo alisema hata Emirates apigwa hata 3-1 because he said Newcastle wako na very big players, so wataenda kuwabuli.
Nah, we've played Newcastle before, and I know this Newcastle is a bit different because they have Isak.
And they have big players. Au umeona Cotes venye watu wote ni wakubwa. From Fabian Shah, Lascelles, who is this other guy? Botman, Danban. Yani that team, kila mtu ni mkubwa. Hata Livramento mwenye ni youngster ni mkubwa. And then you have guys like Gimares, Tonali. Those guys aki ni wakubwa wote.
It's not. I get it. I get that size matters, but it's not
so
really.
Those guys wacheze tu rugby.
As you
guys are very big.
As you can see, Haaland would actually fit so well in that team.
Very much.
Mse upita na mse ni kama anataka kuscore goal plus the defender pamoja into the net.
So and then Cotes.
Yes, they might, but I'm still banking on us winning. You know, like, you know why? Because we've been on a streak of not getting points. Tumekuwa kwa streak ya kudrop points. You think that hata kama Arsenal it says bad kiaje, unadhani they'll go like 5 games straight bila hata ku get a win? Really?
Yeah, and also, you know, Cotes, if you guys drop points, top 4 kwenu it's going to be a nervy finish. Hamtamaliza at smoothly. So if you guys win, I believe sasa you guys mtajua next season may secure your spot. It's secured.
Exactly. So they both have something to fight for. Arsenal has already lost on 2 cups. Unadhani hawataenda kutolea watu hasira?
I hope so. Unajua kwanza sisi Cotes watu wa Chelsea we are hoping for you guys to win, because if you guys win, hiyo inamaanisha sasa mtakuwa mnatoka in a position, if we beat United, we are going to tunaweza jaribu sasa kumaliza top 4, si top 5, top 4. But we are banking on you guys.
That's if Man City loses points.
So City are playing Bournemouth on Monday. Which is your prediction?
Bournemouth
at the Etihad. Bournemouth will pick 3 points at the Etihad.
Yes, they will.
Okay, so me hiyo nini nita disagree na wewe. I believe City they can see it hata kama ni slim victory 1-0 because of the home advantage pekee. And Cotes
their fans don't make noise. You know that. So like, unless ref, like, the only home advantage they got in the ref kuto rule vitu in there. No, against them. But it's not the fans. The fans are not gonna wake up the players. But I still think
Cotes, kesho sasa ndio kuna the biggest game in Kenya. Kesho nimekwambia like all the bars, the clubs everywhere zinaenda kuwa shut down. because the two clubs with the fans wenye wako na kelele mingi, they are going to meet tomorrow.
Yeah,
Chelsea
man.
versus United. Mimi Cotes nimesema Chelsea itawin because I think United watafocus more on the Europa which is playing on the 21st. So I believe akili yao yote
There's
iko
nothing
kwa
they are
Europa
fighting
hiyo.
for in the league because unajua relegation ishakuwa confirm. Like
And then the fact that Cotes, Chelsea, we play terrible in away games, but home you can't pick 3 points against us. So for that sort of purpose, mimi naona kesho Chelsea because, and I know we have to concede because hatuna keeper. Unajua Robert Sanchez ni kama tu you are playing 10. So me I'm going for a Chelsea 2-1 victory. Wewe unaonaje kesho?
Simunuani Ramsdale lucky.
Actually, Ramsdale would be a very good fit for Chelsea.
Bana, nunueni
Instead
Ramsdale.
ende relegation, Ramsdale atatusaidia. So, Cotes wewe unaonaje kesho?
Chelsea gets him, the conceding will stop.
True. Because both our keepers, Cotes, both of them are Duke Shika. Both of them. Not even Premier League material, are Duke Shika.
Kepa aliuza Macolon?
Kepa is still on loan.
Oh. I used
but
to like
it.
And then
I don't think the Chelsea management can allow him to play.
Yeah, there's a particular manager alimwaribu in Chelsea. Or rather, slow down because I want play. I can't remember who, if it's...
Yeah, and then also you see, Cotes, this management that we have, I don't think they can allow him to come back and play again. I don't think there's a place for him in this Chelsea squad.
Oh, they had a board issue?
Ni kama tu Sterling, unaona Sterling, there's no position for him saizi Chelsea. Hata yeye anajua. So at the end of the season, if you guys don't save Sterling, sijui anaenda wapi Cotes.
Unamuzia nani? Who is even looking for him?
If you guys don't save Sterling, sijui anaenda wapi.
Utafuta kwanza ndio uuzwe, like hakuna mtu come into the door asking for Sterling. I'm pretty sure if someone did, hata kani 5 million watamuuza, but we can't. He's on loan, so we have to finalize that first.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't see any Premier League side that would want Sterling. Which one, Cotes?
I asked that.
I don't see him playing in any club because
unless
there's no need of unless championship. Ama ende Inter Miami.
Ama team iko promoted wamchukue.
Exactly. So either hiyo ama ende Inter Miami ama Saudi.
If Arsenal don't buy him, narudi Chelsea, I see that happening.
Because Cotes, do you know how much pounds nini analipa pesa ngapi per week, Cotes?
How much?
300 grand a week.
He even earns more than the Saka who is doing so much.
Do you know that? That's hiyo ndio salary yake, and that's the biggest issue. Issue is not even selling.
But
his wages. It's split between Chelsea and Arsenal. But I'm saying if you guys take him, Cotes, wages yake ni 300, and I don't think anaweza kubali kupunguza.
He will.
I don't think.
He'll have to take a pay cut. Ama aende tu Saudi then.
Because hata wewe Cotes saizi mtu akitaka kukupunguzia pay cut huwezi kubali.
It depends. If I know for sure hakuna kitu naleta to the company na wananiambia this is why and I'm logical, ndakubali. Ama niwaambie okay, nipatieni 6 months so that I can match up the salary. You know, like there has. So hata anajua ya kwamba if by next season asipo pick up.
So actually hata umeenda mbali na next season Cotes. I don't think apart from let's say maybe Man City, maybe Arsenal, Chelsea, I don't think there is any side yenye inawezana na hizo wages zake. So the best option is for him maybe a retire or Saudi ama ende Inter Miami.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like either in next season hata sipo pick up, to be honest. Itabidi tu retire ama ende Saudi. Because football will be over for him, especially in PL.
Yeah, true. So, and then Cotes hapa, I have the nominees for the Premier League Player of the Season and also for the Young Player of the Season.
Young player is MLS, of course.
He's not even nominated.
Guy.
Yeah, I hope you can see from this screen.
Yes, I'm asking about the young, not the big one.
Yeah, Yeah, the young player is not even. Let me see for the young player.
Ai, kama hajanominatiwa itakuwa.
There is no name. Hakuna name ya MLS for the young
Kwani
player of the season.
how young is Saliba? Almost every single year this dude is on this list.
Wait, Saliba is 23 or 24?
Ai,
I think 23,
wait,
24.
this is criminal. How is Cole Palmer nominated? But
Cole
he's-
Palmer is just 23 quarters, just 23 years old.
no, I'm not talking about the age.
Yeah.
Like, tell
Oh,
me
nomination.
why is Palmer there? Like, be honest, why is he nominated? Really?
Palmer. See, I think the main reason he's nominated is because of the, what is it called? The At the start of the season, alikuwa na he had a good performance, and I think hata towards this end he still has a lot of kama I think goals he has maybe 14 or 15 isn't in the league, and he also has some assists, and he's the second player with the most chances created. I think the first one is Fernandez. I think Fernandez has maybe, I don't know the exact figure, but Fernandez ndio wa kwanza, wa pili ni Palmer. So I think that's why Palmer is in the list for young players of the season. But anyway, Cortes ndio hizo nominees, and if you can't see clearly, the first one Liam Delap,
Chill, I'm actually.
Anthony Elanga,
Uh-huh.
Ryan Gravenberch, kuna player wa the Bournemouth centre back Dean Huijsen, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, Morgan Rogers, William Saliba. Those are the nominees, Cortes. Who takes the day?
I'd give it to Elanga.
Elanga. Why Elanga?
Elanga went to because if you look at Elanga that was at Man U na mwenye ako Nottingham sahi, there's been so much improvement. You can see how far penye amepeleka Nottingham pia, like he has contributed a lot. Like, I'm not sure about his exact, let me see his exact goals aggregate, but play wise, like his all round play, he stepped up more, and he's been at least consistent if you compare him to the people on this list, except maybe Saliba and Morgan Rogers. But wengine, if you the others, I feel like, I don't know, Liam Delap though, I would give it to him, but for the fact that he got relegated.
But it's based on individual performance. This one has nothing to do with the relegation. In individual performance.
Yeah, but my pick is Elanga. You?
So for me, if without being anyhow biased, the person who quotes mimi mwenye I feel will win ni Gravenberch because of Liverpool first wameshinda title, and second of all,
true. I didn't even see that.
Nilisema quotes, you see in the last stream nilikuwa nimeongelea about Liam Delap yani Gravenberch being one of the best CDMs in the league. If me quotes, by the way, actually this season nimekuwa nikiwatch games at Liverpool, and this guy, like every ball that is moving from defense to midfield to attack, it goes through him. Yani Gravenberch alikuwa kama Caicedo. Like this guy is everywhere Cortes. Interceptions ndo huyo, progressive passing ndo huyo, attacking, shooting from distance, I've seen him everywhere.
Yeah.
So for me, what I'm thinking is he is going to win, but if you ask me who will I give it to, mi naona nikipatia this guy for Bournemouth, this center back,
the kid,
because I don't know whether we notice also Real Madrid want to buy him for 50M.
Yeah, I seen that because I saw it by mistake nikiona hiyo Romano's post about Saliba. I'm like, relax, man.
So I feel like Cortes, this guy is underrated because that also anatakwa na clubs kubwa from City, Chelsea, United, which other one? Madrid and other ones. Also, I think, is it Aston Villa? So kuna clubs zenye zinamtaka. So Cortes, this guy, let's say, si ati ni ule defender niseme aje, he's not the most muscular, he's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, but there is just a way yenye initwaje, he is good at playing from the back, initwaje, makes interceptions, wins their balls. So I feel like this guy ako underrated but amekuwa season poa. Also this guy Morgan Rogers. I think Morgan Rogers has been so good for Aston Villa. I think Rogers amejaribu. And
Man, the person that I wish angerise kwa hiyo team yao who was a prospect was Bailey.
Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
But Bailey si ni mzee, I think he's his 30s, hawezi nominatiwa young player.
No, yeah, I was just like saying in general, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and also I think nini naitwaje Delap amejaribu, but if you ask me Cote is the person who I think will win, mi naona Gravenberch, but for me I would root for the Bournemouth guy, and I think Cote is in a bigger team, like tutaona akiplay better.
Which one?
So for this Bournemouth guy, so yeah, so I think maybe if we see him in maybe a City, Madrid, or Chelsea, or wherever, I think we can see better performances from him. So now we have here, niko na hapa pia list ya nini, the player of the season nominees from Morgan Gibbs White, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexander Isak, Brian Mbeumo, Declan Rice,
Alright, let's do this. This is how we're gonna rate this one.
Na Chris Wood.
Let's rate this. Already we all know the answer is Salah, okay? So while that is happening, acha tutoe Salah asikue kwa hiyo list. Mweke kando. Acha tutoe Isak pia aweke kando. Now and pia hata Rice, hata sijui mbona Rice ako hapo. No, but he did good though, to be honest. But I like without those players when you mention, that's because already Salah is the winner anyway. If Salah doesn't win, this football is weak. Like honestly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. True. But out of the remaining, like the remainders, when I'm back hapo hivyo.
Yeah.
I rate who player Brentford.
Brian Mbeumo,
man, who's I think his team is the only team sahi kwa league wakona at least 15 plus goals per striker ama per forward ama.
Yeah. So then Cote, is he a good backup to Saka? Because umesema your position ya Saka hamna backup. Does Brian Mbeumo can he have a position in Arsenal?
He will have a position. Yes, he will. I still think he can be a good number 9 too. Hata bila report. Yeah. So hata kama hatakuwa backup wa Saka, I'm okay with him because si mtu mwenye anakuja kudevelopiwa tena. You get?
Yeah.
Now imagine Saka crossing and this guy is in the middle. And most of the goals when you score, they don't score these goals.
Brentford ni set piece.
Yes.
So actually he might be good, and I think the part yenye mnahitaji sana Cote, you guys need players who can season in season out they can chip in with goals. So Brian Mbeumo is close to reaching 20 goals. So and this is second season yenye ako close to reaching 20 goals. So if he can keep on close to 20, Saka akuje na hizo zake 10 to 15. Same for Martinelli, Odegaard, Rice and the likes. I think mtakuwa mmejiboost.
Like mi naweza penda ikifanyika hivyo though because I just want one of them from Brentford, either Wissa or Mbeumo.
Yeah.
But
so
I'm
if
more
you guys mnataka more of a number 9, I think Wissa is more of a 9 than Mbeumo. Mbeumo is more kwanza akikati na hiyo left yake.
I like the versatility that he has. And I don't know, me I feel like ni kama yani unaitisha Arteta striker, I don't know, defender. Unaitisha Arteta striker anakuletea like but it's because most of the Finnish strikers out here are expensive na alinyimwa pesa. Hakutaka kununua nini this hii window ilipita. He just didn't want to buy someone that has to be developed because unajua young players ndio ubaiwa na pesa kiasi saa zingine ama like or the players that are past their their prime. And ilikuwa so me I'm just
Nikuulize, who do you think is missing from this list of player of the season? Kuna mtu ameachwa nyuma?
Actually, let me see.
Because I'm
Man U
trying to
fans
dig
wanajua
deep.
wanateta. Why would they want someone who is in number 17 to be nominated? But anyway, like we said, it's an individual award.
Individuals. So I think the reason why Bruno cannot feature here is because he has only had one good half, because it's just the second half of the season ndo ameanza perform. The first half
Yeah.
hakukua. So I think that's why he cannot be in this list. And
I'm just wondering, why haven't they nominated Saka though?
Saka,
Are they
I
using his
think
injury against him?
I think ni hiyo injury tu, unaona. So for Rice will be put there for consistency. Even Odegaard hawezi kuwa hapo because of injury and
Inconsistent injury.
na
No,
hiyo
but
comeback.
he hasn't
But
produced actually.
the thing kote zenye I feel like it's a robbery, but again let's say again tutasema ni injury. I think Gabriel ndo angefaa kukua hata ahead of Rice. The way Gabriel ame step up this season kote, I think it's so much an
I don't know. After he got hurt, that's when Saliba started shaking.
So I think it will be criminal if Gabriel doesn't make it to the team of the season. Na hata hii nomination amekosa. I think it's a big robbery.
Anyway, me, I'm hoping as an Arsenal fan tutampatia hiyo because he deserves it. He's been a better defender than Saliba this season for sure.
And then
But
also happy up the last slide. Manager of the season, Thomas Frank, Eddie Howe, Nuno Espirito Santo. This one for Wolves, jina yake
ni ngumu acha nione.
Vitor Pereira.
Pereira.
Na Arne Slot. So the funny thing
they'll
is
give it to the winner.
But Iraola is
being
missing.
honest, like I said, if the league winners are nominated anywhere, wanashinda hiyo of course, unaelewa, but
so this one, without a doubt Arne Slot amechukua mchana, same thing na Salah. Hiyo amechukua mchana.
Let's rate the other four. If it were up to us, mtu angeshinda hii, I think ni Nuno.
Actually hata mimi nitasema Nuno deserves it. Amefanya kazi poa sana.
And I wish Bournemouth nani angenominatiwa pia.
That's why I'm saying why isn't Iraola in the list? Hata kama tunajua Bournemouth imekuwa na some drop in form, but I think Iraola deserves to be in the list even ahead of huyu Pereira wa Wolves, huyu Vitor Pereira.
Yeah, that's for sure. That I agree. Because he did so well. Na si ati jo alitapa Arsenal. The first half of the season, Bournemouth was flying.
So I feel like hapo kuna ka robbery kamefanyika.
I wonder what they use to determine or picking up, like nominate or say other than the obvious stats when it comes to individual performances. But then now, like, I wonder how this Wolves manager aliingia mbele yao.
Yeah, Iraola. Yeah, I think hiyo ni robbery. And then sasa Cotes also we are coming to the end of the season. Nani anachukua hii Ballon d'Or and why? Who is the best fit?
Okay.
Rafinha.
They've already won some trophies already. And then the league by this weekend I think they would be crowned, I think.
Actually, they have a game today. I think it's playing even right now. So
it's already happening. I thought it was over the weekend.
Espanyol, they are playing now.
Thursday. Because I remember the comment. But so they're getting 5
the minutes. So for you feel like Rafinha deserves it?
Rafinha deserves it. I mean, Lamine could, but based on age, I don't know.
So Lamine achukue young player of the season.
Yeah.
So hiyo ni yake, but I think the Paris fans will feel they should stake a claim for Dembele, because I think
if
Dembele
he wins the UCL,
has 30 GS. So I think by virtue of him winning the Champions League, fans wa Paris watateta waseme Dembele deserves it, but if you ask me personally, ndasema Dembele doesn't deserve it
He
because I
doesn't.
don't think he's still yet to be even the best player in the world.
Nah, he's not. He's just good. Yes, he does what he has to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like
Because
there's no
even
that
before
aura he
the
has to
Arsenal,
perform.
because the Arsenal versus Arsenal versus PSG, kulikuwa na hizo debates where watu walikuwa sema between Saka and Dembele who is better. So for me, I was telling people that Dembele is shinda Saka because that guy has been lost for like 4 or 5 seasons. So it's just this season that under Luis Enrique that I'm a revive. So he cannot come just for 1 season, then he becomes
Suddenly,
better than
yeah. And I
Saka.
wouldn't say and
Na
Saka
Saka amekuwa akiperform from I think 2020-21 up to now. He has been putting in a consistent number of performances.
I just think I'm rising stars in PL. Like when it comes to consistency,
Mm.
Starboy takes it though. Like all the young players when you around hiyo age yake when you rise water. Because for 4 seasons straight, and this was his
Mm.
first major injury. Eh, but let's hope, man. Like the reason him and these other players are Naomi and because of that fatigue. So I'm just hoping actually either they promote more players from the academy just for backup when yatakuwa anacheza hizi domestic cups.
Mm.
Carabao and
So
FA.
si basi hata amgeuza kina Nketiah. Actually
We weren't
mngebakisha
supposed to.
Nketiah,
We weren't
kina
supposed to.
the likes of Willock, who else?
EMS,
Reece Nelson. Yeah.
ESR.
ESR. So basi amgeuza hao players.
They shouldn't have. But
Mm.
anyway, I guess they needed the money for something. So
Because unaona kama saizi
and they
Odegaard
were
amekuwa injured for large parts of the season. ESR ange step up in that 10 role.
but what we don't know is we don't know Ange
Mm.
maintain for how long. Because ESR is also injury prone.
Yeah, true.
That's
But
why they need
hii season hizo injury hazijakuwa sana kama the previous seasons.
true. But again you can see the work intensity. Fulham actually subs him almost every game.
Mm.
He barely plays full 90.
Mm.
So it's
So
like maybe huh?
and then Cortez, as we come close to the end of today's show, what do you think of this guy Xabi Alonso, new Real Madrid manager?
Wait, they've already what on a song
Yeah,
of you?
he has been asha announcewa.
Hey,
So
yani
si unajua
Real got rid of Ancelotti.
Ancelotti anaenda Brazil at the end of the season.
Yo. Okay.
Ancelotti anaenda Brazil at the
Now
end of the
I'll
season.
have to. Where was he managing before Real got him?
Bayer Leverkusen. Umesahau he did Invincibles
Oh,
last
yeah,
season.
Invincible. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it at Real. They have Barcelona. Real. But he's good though. Where? Imagine
So is
hizo
it
philosophies zenye alikuwa nazo Leverkusen.
so it's
to
going to
Real.
be an upgrade, si ndio?
It's an upgrade on his career. It's also an upgrade for Real, to be honest.
Yeah. And then also Cortez, kuna rumors zenye nilikuwa naona kwa Daily Mail Sports zinasema Rodrigo wants to leave Madrid at the end of the season.
Aende wapi?
So swali ni aende wapi, lakini which team kwanza Premier League inaweza msuit Rodrigo goes huyo Real? Which team inaweza msuit? Na si Man U, hawezi kucheza namba 17.
Wait, what? How do you spell his last name?
Goes, Rodrigo goes.
Oh, Rodrigo Quinn. So Arsenal actually wants him.
Arsenal
and Man City are competing apparently.
But sasa you guys, is he going to, because he's not coming to sit on the bench and he's not coming to fight?
You think he can bench Saka? You think?
I don't think so. Saka is ni talisman wenu. You cannot bench your star boy. Nika kusema Chelsea bench Palmer. No matter how many bad performances he has, you cannot bench Palmer.
Yeah, no, it's because you were asking, but I think he can bench Martinelli for sure. That I know.
So,
or rather, they rotate. I'm gonna rotate na Saka.
So for me, the thing I think is this, and itakuwa kama Chelsea. Now Chelsea, we have Neto, we have Noni, and both of them are good at the moment, so you cannot put them in the bench. So the thing is this, you just have to play one out of position. Kama to Barcelona, you have Rafinha is good, you have Lamine is good, so Rafinha has to play out of position to accommodate all of them. And so I think that's the issue that is there. So hata akikuja Arsenal, you guys will just have to look for a position to fix him. Hata kama atacheza out of position, but he has to play. So I think
True.
that's the issue.
I actually
But
have a question in regards to
uh-huh.
out of position.
Mm.
Do you think MLS amecement the current defending nini position amekuwa nayo, ama you would want to see him in a natural position next season?
Actually, for you, that's a good question, Cortez. I think for me, I think both. I think in that the your left back role, I see him doing very well. I though even Calafiori is good, I can't complain that Calafiori should sit on the bench. Uh,
Manze Calafiori is
so
good. He's good forward. Ni kama he has Tierney's type kaka
uh,
nini play
uh,
style. Yeah.
so for me, I think actually me Cortez, if you ask me who's the best left back for Arsenal, me I'll tell you MLS.
You're coming from
But
MLS?
also, yes, if you ask me Arsenal's best left back, I'll tell you MLS. But I also
Oh,
want
I
to
thought
see
you said
him.
Chelsea are looking for the left back and they're coming for MLS. I'm like, what?
As we have Marco Correa.
Actually, it's
Yes.
only City. It's only the London teams. The only teams in London we don't trade with them is Tottenham.
Mm.
I don't remember the
So
last time there was a transfer between Arsenal and Tottenham.
when was that? When was that? I think maybe in the
90s maybe.
2010,
10.
2010 to yeah. There's this guy Gallas. I don't know whether you remember Gallas. Gallas played for Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham.
Umseni msaliti.
Yeah.
Nakakubaliwa.
Yeah, so I think maybe 2009, 2010, that was the last time because I otherwise hakuna transfer ingine.
Nah, the
Na
most transfers are normally between Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Kwanza
We barely
toa
even
City
buy
for
from
this
Liverpool.
because City, so one thing with quarters with City don't give you good players, they give you washed players. Unaona kina Sterling. After Sterling amechezea City vizuri
No,
akishachapa
no.
ndio anakuja Chelsea. Unaona some people like Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel
Jesus
Dog was still good.
akishachapa
He
somebody
even
like Zinchenko. Zinchenko sasa wakati ameisha ndio sasa anakuja Arsenal.
jana tunapewa.
Because actually saizi Cotes, speaking truthfully, Zinchenko
What
doesn't
he
have a position for Arsenal. Si ndio?
he doesn't. That one
Eh,
player, like I like him as like an addition to a dressing room, but
eh. Though in his first season for Arsenal, he was so good. Si hata alimalizanga nini nitwaje? Alimaliza kwa Premier League team of the season in his
yes,
first season for Arsenal. But outside there, apart from that, I think issue as Zinchenko mostly ni could defend. So maybe you play him in midfield, but if you play him in the left back role, Zinchenko wanga defend. So I think that's the biggest issue with him, could defend.
sorry, somebody tried to call me. Can interrupt. Nini. I
Uh,
left it
so
at you saying that. I
nilikuwa
left it at
sema
you. Uh,
nilikuwa sema the biggest issue with Zinchenko ni could defend.
oh, he sucks at defending. He's good in
Eh,
mid.
but playmaking ako sawa. That's alikuwa asema maybe you guys will just look for him a role in midfield.
In case they don't get to keep Partey, then he should be Nani's backup. The new guy coming, Zubi.
Yeah.
In case they do decide. But I heard that they have discussions to offer Partey a contract. Because Arsenal fans love Partey, man.
Actually, I think Cotes, there are many number of times yenye Party amecheza poa for you guys. I think on a good day, Party is a good CDM, one of the best in the league. On a good day, Party wanga
If you ever
ana
see
control midfield. Kwanza he always comes alive when we are playing you guys. I don't know whether you have noticed. He always
No,
comes
I know
alive
that.
when it's
But
Chelsea
he
versus
do.
Arsenal. Hiyo siku hatuonangi kitu. Pati wanga ana shut down midfield yetu. And then
But I
the
was
day
telling
that
you
he
this
wants
last
him.
week, ulikuwa nakaa nama ikuwa wewe, maybe with somebody else.
Mimi actually ilikuwa Kelong. Unajua Kelong anakujanga kwa hii platform ana hate, but sasa venye we are Chelsea fans inachanganyika, inakaa ni kama tumehate pamoja.
Oh.
Unajua Kelong hata namwambianga Kelong ni hater mkubwa. Kama kote kuna mtu ni hater kunishinda ni Kelong. Kelong is a big hater.
But saa zingine ujaribu kuanalyze. There's some people there in the group who
Kuanalyze, yes, Kelong analyzes, but Akusho Kelong is a big hater. He analyzes and he still hates.
that I hate, which is better. Like I like if you hate in that sense, ni sawa. Like that's what this is supposed to be. Like, okay, just like identify the individual performances, your team performances, but at the end of the day, I still hate you anyway. So, which is okay. That's what the game is supposed to be about. But then if you get blinded by the hate, you can't even appreciate Salah, or you can't appreciate Lamine just because unachukia Barcelona.
So actually, that's it. Huyo sasa ni Steve. Huyo sasa ni Steve. Typical of him. But anyway, he's here ako hapa kwa hii platform kulearn. Because if you ask him football in 2015 quotes, he doesn't know. So huyo ameanza tu juzi venye Guardiola ameingia City.
Those are typical City fan characteristics.
Ameanza tu juzi. He's not even 6 years in football.
Wait, City ili rise when 2016.
Yeah.
Because before then Chelsea was in charge a minute.
So I see hapa kote umegotewa na Gypsy Corner.
Gypsy Corner anakuja tu kuniona.
Lakini leo hajaulizia juu ya jazi. Leo hajauliza wapi jazi ya Arsenal.
Umeimprove, good job. But nitakuja na jazi maybe the next time. Maybe my lighting has issues. So ndio maana sijakuwa kwa camera for a minute. But once I get that sorted, tarudi kwa camera.
And the funny thing, Cortez, is that the Europa League is being played ahead of inachezwa mapema kushinda conference, because the Europa is on 21st and conference is on 28th. So actually ndo nimerealize leo, like Europa is just near. It's less than a week.
Whoa, it's next Thursday.
No, 21st is on Wednesday.
Oh, 7 plus 4 is 11. Oh, okay, yeah. Wednesday. Sorry?
So,
umeanza kuhang mtu wangu.
The game is just nearby. That's why nilikuwa nasema Amorim has to focus so much on Europa, because he doesn't want to be sacked.
Me, I'm just waiting to see which of these two teams will sack their manager and get a new one.
Actually, coaches, I think if Spurs lose, then this coach has to go, because 20 losses in a season, coaches, that's too much.
That's a lot.
20 losses. This is the worst Spurs ever in the league. 20 losses. More losses than wins. More losses than wins, coaches. If he doesn't win, this guy is gone. Amorim unajua atamsamea because it's his first season. They will say it's not his players. And plus also, I tell you, coaches, given time, Amorim is a good manager. Maybe in the wrong team, but a good manager.
True.
Amorim anajua ball. So
shida ya Man U si nini mtu wangu. Si players pekee ama nini. Like it's deep rooted.
It's spiritual.
Deep rooted.
It needs cleansing, coaches.
So
this is spiritual. But anyway, coaches, thank you for coming in today. Leo actually Kelong alikuwa ameniambia Thursday ndio tufanye hisho, ameniambia Thursday is a good day, amesema Friday mashughuli ni mingi, na sasa makosa leo imemfanyikia, amepoteza stima. Boni naye alipigwa na heartbreak.
So Power ya simu.
Boni hajahil. Eh, eh,
I haven't seen
Boni
Bonnie
ni
in a minute.
actually ni heartbreak. Unajua saa zingine mambo inakuwa ngumu. Wanaume men actually go through a lot of things but hawasemi.
What, football heartbreaks?
No, heartbreak ya wasichana.
Wait, he's going through that?
Ni kama manze.
Unakuja kumwanika internet utatandikwa wapi?
So I hope Boni
amekwambia ndo ambia wase.
Boni naye ni heartbreak tu. Nikwambia some people sometimes they go through things na wasemi, so chatuone maybe Boni atahil.
Yeah. So could that be like it either I was a man in my past life or I'm just a man in a woman's clothing? Because mashida zenye pia futa unipitilia na siongelele wase. No wonder
So
people
anyway,
wanaita hapo kwa group saa.
Sijui sasa inafaa tuweke ni pin message hapo kwa group niseme you are not a dude. So I think inafaa tu ni pin message hapo kwa group niambie pia mzalendo kwa actually leo nilimtumia link aja join. Inafaa tu sisi wote kote tuende tu pin message hapo kwa group. Tuseme you are not a guy. Tuende tu wote tu pin message kwa group.
Ase waheshimu msichana mmoja mwenye kona all this a bunch of men. I literally kwa group I just feel like maybe 2 are to count. At most 5 people, they're football aware. If the rest are just spectators, well, asanteni. But if you're in the group and you're not participating, what is it? Guys, like what is it? This is a message to people who watch us. This is a message to our group members. If you're in the group, please find a way you can show up at least hata kama ni every other week. You can't miss a whole month bila kusikia sauti yako. So could we up the game a bit? Consistency, without consistency, this thing might die.
Actually na KPLC waache kufungia kilo. Yeah, you wanted so much to be there today.
The best thing you can do with Kelong, angeenda bar, hata kama ni ama in the restaurant, ama like coffee, cafe, okay, like okay.
So the issue is tomorrow he has to wake up. That's the only issue. Ndio maana hawezi enda. But tomorrow he has to be up early. So ndio makosa imefanyika leo. But hopefully Kenya Power wata rectify stima yake.
Hopefully. So guys, thanks for those who tune in. Please share this.
Actually Jeff Sekona amekwambia thanks for coming, next time wear your kits.
Hakusahau.
So anyway, coaches, thanks for coming. Tutarudi for the post match analysis.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, kesho.
No, actually it should be on Sunday. On Sunday. Because
Sunday,
we wanted
to
Sunday maybe up 10, 11 because we wanted to switch times because on Monday we may notice your time audience haiko active on Monday. Your time tunafanyanga at 10. So we want to try on Sunday.
True. Engagement.
So coaches, thanks for showing up. We meet on the post-match analysis.
Thank you. I've been telling them what weke Sunday manze. But yeah.
So, Sunday is a good fit. Watch us on with our audience.
All right.